Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now Bajan to throw. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Goff on 1st down. Being chased out left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. His
first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Throwing now, Bajan. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer here, even though said passer wasn't a quarterback.
And this is a call, partner, I think you might see once a decade or so. But the officials know the rules better than anyone, and you have to know them when you're on the field. Anyone throwing the ball gets the same protection as a quarterback. So if he gets hit late, that's definitely going to draw a flag.
Play action. Now Bajan. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. To throw is Bajan. Under pressure, they got him again. Trayvon Walker, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin. Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the first down marker, and it's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Buying time to his left. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Now Goff. Steps away to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Now it's Goff.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
On first down, Bajan. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And it'll be a minimum pickup here, as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up fourth down. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And look at this, another fake, and he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Henry up the middle.
And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another first and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
They work now on second and 9.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Dancing to his left. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Now Goff. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jared Goff taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2.
Goff looking to throw. Shakes off the sack, and he will get in to make it 8-0. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Back to throw, Bagent.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon, as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, Goff forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Goff now to throw. Being chased out left. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Here's Bajan. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to...
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is going to blow up in their faces. Not only do they not get the first, they're going to lose big yardage as well. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no...
And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Back to throw, Goff. Eluding the pressure. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Goff. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage. After
nowhere to go here, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game, and you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them, but the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better, and now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Packers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive under. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, Henry.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And what a golden break here. This ball is going to be touchdown, but just outside of the red zone. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jair Alexander in from the corner to make the sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
So a definite surprise there. They try to fake punt, but this time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.
Yeah, it certainly has. And look, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trailing right now, probably trying to generate some momentum. But that felt like one of those go-for-broke type of a plays in a situation where I don't know that they needed to do that. They still have opportunities, and in this case, they took a chance, and it backfired.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Here's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front. That's prepared for him to try and take off.
Goff now looks to throw.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Inside handoff, Henry. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. From the 24 now, here's the 2nd down and 6. Now a handoff to Henry.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Goff going to throw it. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This is just an... And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field. We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Bajan. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love to...
And right away, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. throwing here. Bajan
throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better.
And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. And he will not get the first, but since they bizarrely went for it on third down, it'll now set up a fourth down situation.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big step. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarter.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunity.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Aiden Hutchinson.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, how about this? A fistful of sacks already. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. What an incredible start for this defense. If they keep this pace up, they could be looking at an all-time performance.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass.
And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off or they were just well coached and on their toes.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
A first down carry for Henry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Packers. Derrick Henry, 42 yards. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Jake Moody now for the point after.
Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the second time.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory.
A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Washington. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Henry is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defense.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This is caught out in the right flat. And he is not going to find the end zone. He stopped up short, and this remains a 6-6 game. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. To throw is Goff. He sets to fire deep. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Goff. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Here's Goff. And this one is incomplete.
I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
22 yards there, a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Goff. It fights him off. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Goff now looking to throw. Buying time to his left. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. They'll set up to throw. That's caught, Andre Yoshibas. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Matt LaFleur, some confidence in his offense. His guys going here on 4th down. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
On now is the Packers punter. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And look at this, another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. They'll send the tight end in motion. On the give, this is Nichols. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 47 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now Goff on 1st down. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Henry again on 2nd down.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
A give to Henry. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right, because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal, too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
69 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down, here's Henry. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Here we go. First and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Derrick Henry. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. I think you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point try now for Moody.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
Boy, a potential game changer there here in the 4th quarter to kick that out of bounds. And now they get great field position at the 40 in a tie ball game.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll set up a throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. They'll come up now on second down.
Back to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Josh Wiley.
58 yards.
And the Lions strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Now Moody for the PAT.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
What was that? Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
The 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now at first down, Henry with a little bit of running room. Nice gain. He'll get about 6 yards there.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Now it's Goff. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And it's incomplete, and now just 3 seconds left. Look at the clock. Time for one more shot. One last throw here for Goff. This for all the marbles. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot but couldn't get it done, and they suffer the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say